kindly.
A,
Good.
B.
Well done. One moment, please.
Okay.
All right, I'm with you, brothers. Let's continue. A, they,
They,
nice.
gay,
Good.
they,
Nice.
hey,
Yes, sir. Well done.
da,
Yes.
da,
Good.
they,
Well done.
ha,
Yep.
ha,
Yes.
hey,
Vyema sana. Vyema sana. Let's give you a chance now to just simply combine um, the letters, just two-letter combinations. I think line 10 would be a good one for you, Amos, starting with A,
a,
right?
aid,
Perfect. Aid. Well done. Continue.
ga,
Ga,
gad,
gad,
ga,
ga,
gad,
gad,
ba,
ba,
bad,
bud. And this is your first two-syllable combination. It's two syllables. Go for it, brother.
av, avd,
Nice work. There's a little trick to it. We have two kinds of syllables. We have the open syllable, just a letter, a consonant, and a vowel. And this aleph plus the little t, which is pronounced ah, would be our open syllable. So we would break it up between the aleph and the vet. We'd go ah, and then our closed syllable is two consonants with a vowel in between. So the second syllable is vad. So you break it up as vad. Repeat after me, avad.
avad,
Well done. Well done. So with that in mind, all of these in line 11, Amos, are the same pattern. We have an open syllable, either or ba or da, and then we have a closed syllable, which would be va or or da. The reason it's closed is because it has this letter hey, even though it's silent. But know that you break up your pronunciation into two syllables, uh, as we did in the last line. So give line 11 a try. See if you've got it.
a, a, va,
Yes. Well done.
vaha, avaha,
No, you don't have to do a ha. It's a silent. At the end, the hey is silent. There's no pronunciation. It's a placeholder. There's grammatical reasons, but you don't have to pronounce it. Your first try was perfect. Ava.
how do you know it's silent? How do you know it's silent?
How do you make the hey silent when it occurs? When the hey occurs at the end of a word, it's silent. So once you've recited the va, the hey is already taken care of. So it's the same question you had yesterday with the aleph at the end of a word that's not pronounced. It's the same. It's
Okay,
the
but
same idea.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What if that H What if that H has a vowel underneath?
Good question. Then it would have to be pronounced.
So if a consonant doesn't have a vowel underneath, it is silent.
That's correct.
So if it had a dash or a T, we could have said a vaha.
That's correct. That's exactly right. Now let's modify that rule slightly. Your rule only applies to certain letters.
Yes.
It applies to hays and olives and ions, which you haven't had yet. It would not apply, for example, to a dalet, even though the dalet is at the end and it has no vowel under it. We close the syllable with the dalet, and you correctly read this is aid. We close the syllable with the dalet. You correctly pronounced God. We close the we close
So
the. Mhm.
so which specific consonants are are silent at the end?
And it's the aleph.
Which specific ones?
Yes, it would be the aleph, which you've learned. It would be the hey, which you've learned. And there's a letter towards the end of the alphabet called an ayin,
Yes.
which you've yet to learn, but that would be the third consonant that could be silent at the end when it lacks for a vowel.
Okay.
Well done. Armed with all of that, let's recall once more that we have an open syllable, which is one consonant together with a vowel, and we have closed syllables, which are two consonants together with a vowel. And your reading will benefit from thinking about the syllable. So in this case, you correctly said ava. Let's try the second word kindly.
Va
Well done.
oh
W-
ba
Well done. Together, all ba'a.
Ba'a.
Well done.
ba
Margaret, are you with us?
So the H is silent.
Correct. The hey is silent.
Okay.
Let's try the third pronunciation kindly.
Bad bada
Well done. Continue.
gaga
Excellent. Next. Now here we have a pronounced hey at the beginning and a silent hey at the end. Give it a shot, brother.
hava
Excellent. Well done. Together all hava.
Hava.
hava
Very nice. And lastly,
ha ha have
there you go.
have
Yes,
have
hav. Right. Hav. And that's the word for if you tell somebody to bring it over here, you go hav po, bring it here. Hav means to bring. Very nice work. Let me see who's in the class. I want to make sure I greet everybody. I don't want to miss anybody. We have Joseph and Amos and Gideon and Lee.
Margaret.
Very nice. Let us jump right over to a lesson. I have an introduction to feminine numbers. We need to understand. Oh, Amos, if you could kindly mute your audio now, it would be very helpful so that we get good, clean production. Amos, if you could mute your audio, it would be very helpful. Thank you. We're going to introduce the feminine numbers. In Hebrew, we have to struggle with masculine and feminine nouns.
Not showing.
This isn't an issue we're familiar with either in English or Swahili, but in Hebrew we have masculine and feminine nouns. And if we want to enumerate those nouns by saying one, two, or three of something,
Did
we have to be aware of whether that
Kindly
noun is
show.
masculine or feminine. And then likewise, we have to use the proper form of the number. So numbers have feminine forms and masculine forms. So we're going to introduce the feminine numbers tonight because they tie into our reading of the scriptural passage, Numbers chapter 1, verse 23, which I did include. I just have to bring it into the lesson. So if you'll bear with me, I'll bring it in and we can all work on the numbers in that passage. So give me just a chance to bring everything in here.
I have a question.
Yes, kindly, Joseph.
What do you mean when we say that there is numbers for women and numbers for men?
Well,
When counting, or when a woman is want to try to say one, she say differently. When a man want to say one, she says differently. Or is
right.
it when we consider this for gender, when we are counting women, counting men? Yes.
Yes, that's correct. I'm
You can
trying to
zoom. You can click
I don't
just click the plus button to zoom.
okay, why do you actually see the numbers? I'm not seeing anything on my screen.
Go back to the document you had opened.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
You haven't shared.
Right, let me share. Oh, Margaret, I thought you had joined us. I'm going to make sure that you have an opportunity to recite, Margaret. Here we go. So I'd like to welcome you to the feminine Hebrew numbers. So Joseph's question is well put and very important to understand this concept of a feminine number versus a masculine number. What are we talking about? So the Hebrew word for woman is isha. If we're going to, and the feminine number one is achat. Can we all say achat?
Ahat.
Well done. So if we're going to, well done, Margaret, achat. So if we're going to say one woman, we say isha achat. Together, isha achat.
Isha ahat.
Well done. Do you want to try, Margaret? Isha achat.
Isha Ahat.
Very nice. If it, I will give you a sneak preview into the masculine, Joseph.
Yes.
The masculine for number one is echad. It has a segol under the aleph and it changes the taf to a daled. The masculine is echad. And the Hebrew for man is ish. So if we want to say one man, we say ish echad. Together all ish echad.
Ish echad.
Ish
Right.
Ish Ahad.
Margaret. Right. Well done, Margaret. Ish echad. So we have isha achat and ish echad. And that's the challenge, or one of the challenges of Hebrew, is we have to make the adjective agree with the noun based on gender, based on it being a feminine or a masculine, and also based on it being singular or plural. So there are some challenges, but easily overcome over time. With that being said, let's jump now to the last bit of the class. I may have to cut things a little short tonight. I'm sorry, I have an engagement. But let's see if we can. Oh, I'm sorry. What am I doing here? Here we go. We've been talking about the phenomenon of cognates. Cognates are words in Swahili and Hebrew that sound the same and essentially mean the same. And one of the words we've been looking at is on our screen right now. Margaret, would you like to try to pronounce this word on the screen?
Maya.
Right. Well done. Maya. Together all Maya.
Mea.
Yeah.
Well done. And in fact, that is the same meaning as the Swahili word Mia.
Mia.
Right. The plural, which we've been discussing, is the addition of the oat. Mea ends in a hey, and this is interesting for you, Amos. This is another phenomenon about the hey, is it's an indicator of a feminine noun. So the hey is sometimes pronounced. At the end of the word, it's not pronounced. And also at the end of the word, it gives us a clue that it's a feminine noun. And the plural for feminine nouns is oat. So mea is 100, mayot is hundreds. Together, all mayot.
Meot.
Well done. Well done. We have the word for 200. Margaret, would you like to try this one for 200?
Ma. What is it?
Don't worry about the aleph, it's silent. You can go right over to the tav. Ma,
Maya.
matayim,
Matayim.
matayim,
Matayim.
matayim. Gideon, would you like to try 300?
Matime.
Right,
Yeah.
Margaret, perfect. Gideon, 300.
She.
Areba. Meot. Areba more. Are.
Oh, we're still on three.
Shelosh meot.
Right, we're on the
I'm sorry,
300. Gideon.
Oh.
That's okay.
Okay,
All
I'm
together,
sorry.
shlosh meot.
Shelosh meot.
Meot.
Shelosh Meot.
Well done, Margaret. Shlosh meot. And lastly, we have for 400, Gideon, would you like to try that one?
Abat meot.
Well done. Together, arba meot.
Arba meot.
Arba meot.
Alba Meot.
Well done, Margaret. Your pronunciation's really nice. Joseph, would you kindly recite for 400,000?
Yes.
I can do it for me. I do for it.
Okay, go ahead.
Areba. Me. Elif.
One more time, arba.
Meot
Meot.
elef.
Elef.
Well done. Together all, arba meot elef.
Arba meot elef.
Meot. Elef.
Well done all. Well done all.
Alba Meot.
Elef. Joseph, would you be so kind as to recite our verse be very mindful of your syllables and breaking things down correctly in terms of syllables. Kindly,
Yes.
Joseph.
Pekudei hem
Well done. Pikudehem.
limatei
Limate.
Shimeon.
Gideon would rest on the mem. It would be Shim On.
Shimon
Shimon. Yes.
Well done. Well done. Continue.
Tisha
Together all. Tisha.
Tisha.
Well done. And we know that that's the same as the Swahili Tisa. Next. Yeah. Va.
Vatmishim.
That's a chet.
Batmishim.
Achamishim.
Oh yes. Achamishim
Vachamishim. Well done. Next line.
Elef
Elef.
Elef.
Nice.
Ushlosh.
Oshlosh
Good. Good.
Meyot.
Well done. Very exciting to be reading a full verse of scriptures. Pikudehem lemate Shimon tisha v'chamishim elef ushlosh meot. Those that were numbered of them of the tribe of Simeon were 59,300. That concludes the lesson for this evening. A bit abbreviated. Again, I apologize for that, but Amos, now you have 6 letters and a very, very good understanding of how some of these letters can be both